Okay, so let's move on to sales copy. Your sales copy is going to be the deciding factor as to whether a visitor who lands on your sales page buys your product or doesn't. Okay, so it's really important that you get your sales copy right, and we're going to go through it. We're actually going to do a couple of things in this section. We're going to be having a look and going through the sales copy and sales page, which I used for the 5-figure funnel profits, and we're also going to be going through how to build your sales page using Optimize Press. So let's get started, and I'm going to go through the slides first. We're going to go through the PowerPoint. Then we'll head on over to the sales page and sort of link everything together. So with your sales page, you can see there I've written your headline is the most important aspect of your copy. Now you've got to think of it in this way. When somebody lands on a sales page, the first thing they see is the headline. Okay, the headline's at the top of the page. Someone lands on it, boom, headline straight in front of them. It's got to grip them. Okay, if it's a boring headline that doesn't make any sense, then they're going to, soon as they land on it, is just going to hit the back button or they're going to close the page. So it needs to stand out, it needs to grasp them. It also needs to let them know what they're actually looking at, what this product's going to do for them. So we're going to have a look at my headline. So the headline, it needs to stand out. It really does. So you can see where I've highlighted the 5-figure funnel and the 11,638 in 7 days. I've highlighted that in orange. It stands out against the rest of the headline. Now that's there because as soon as they land on it, that's going to catch their eye. They're going to see the $11,638 in just 7 days, and who in their right mind doesn't want to make that much money in 7 days, right? So it grasps them straight away. Straight away, a visitor landed on this page is going to see that and think, I want to know more. I want to know what this is. So then they're going to read the rest of the copy. They're going to go through the rest of the sales page. So the headline is super important. You've got to make it relate. You've got to make it clear what this is about, but it also needs to have some curiosity in it as well. You can't just give them everything it's about and then that's it, because they'll just, this isn't for me, and just go away. You need to get them reading the rest of your sales page, going right through the page, seeing the proof shots, seeing testimonials, seeing what the product's about, seeing the price. Okay, they need to see that buy button. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to look through the rest of the sales page. We're going to go through everything, and then we're going to jump across to my sales page. So let's go through it. So now, when I'm writing my sales copy, I use a system, the 6 P's. Okay, now the 6 P's cover this. The first P is problem, promise, proof, product, price, and finally PS. So the first one, problem, and we're going to go through this on the sales page. In fact, we'll head over to the sales page. So let's walk through the exact sales copy I used for 5-figure funnel profits, and we can cover each of these 6 P's right in front of your eyes. You're going to be able to see it. So here's the sales letter. Here's my sales page, the exact one which you landed on and bought the front end product through. So you can see here's the headline looking nice and sharp right at the top of the page. As soon as someone lands on this is what they're going to see. The most important letter you will read all year, and then the headline. This is gripping you straight away. Directly beneath the headline, we've got proof. Okay, now I'm just going to flick across back to the slideshow. This isn't an order that you have to use, okay? I always include each one of these P's in my sales copy, and it's usually in this order. Although with proof, I like to plaster proof all over the sales page, and it's really important. Proof is one of the main factors as to why, if a person's going to buy or not buy. If there's loads of proof showing screenshots of all these earnings, how easy it is to do, testimonials with people saying how much of a good product it is, case studies where people have made this much money using this method, this is all awesome social proof, and it just reassures the potential customer and just makes it that much easier for you to get them to buy the product. So let's go back to the sales copy. So proof up here straight away as soon as someone lands on the page, right under the headline, they're going to see the $11,638 on an actual screenshot. You know, so this is me backing it up. I'm not just making this up and then not showing any proof. You can see directly below 11,638. Go below again to the next shot, and then this exact funnel has made $27,152 since launching just over 5 months ago. Yeah, just over 5 months ago. I've got the dates up here, 27th of August till the 9th of February. So this is, this is pretty impressive, right? Someone landed on this, they're going to be quite impressed. Then a couple of shots inside of the profits coming in, total revenue, that sort of thing, all proof. So then we get on to the copy, the text. Now, before we go through it, I just want to point out when you're writing your sales copy, always start out on a Word document. Okay, just for a couple of reasons. It's just easier to do, easier to edit and copy and paste and cut and delete, that sort of thing. Also easy to change the font, see what's working well, what's looking good. Also, you spell check. You've got to have this reading right. You've got to have the punctuation, the correct spelling. Really important. It just makes you look so unprofessional if you've just got a load of spellings and commas and full stops all over the place where they're not supposed to be. So really important. That's why Microsoft Word is just a really good tool to use for this, for writing your sales copy draft, because you can use a spell check, you can see what needs changing, and you can play around dragging and dropping stuff. So okay, so here's the introduction to me. So I've started off with my picture. This is proof, well, not proof, but this is like a bit of authority that this is me, this is Thomas Owen. And yeah, just a hello and basically who I am. Just a little tiny brief intro into me. Now, you remember the first P is problem. So I've been dying to finally show my boss the finger and kick my job to the curb for months. So this is my problem, right? I'm sick of my job, basically. I hate my boss, I hate my job. So I need to get rid of it. So that's my problem. And as I write this letter to you today, I'm literally a matter of days away from doing exactly that. So going back to the headline where I'm relating to someone and my target market is people who are still in a job but wanting to get out of it. So they just read the first couple of lines and they see that I'm in exactly the same boat. I've been dying to show my boss the finger, and I've been dying to kick my job to the curb. Okay. But then the next line is, as I write this letter to you today, I'm literally a matter of days away from doing exactly that. So that's just another thing to grip them, So people are going to be like, well, I want to know more because I want to quit my job as well. So how the heck are you just a matter of days away from doing so? And it's true, I wouldn't say any of this if it wasn't true. I think now, as this is after the launch, you're watching this either during or after the launch, I think it's going to be pretty safe to say that I've quit, okay? So, but I'll let you know anyway. I'll definitely let you know. The notice will be going in. So, back to the sales copy. And then I've got I can taste the freedom. Again, just a bit of another, putting it in front of my target market that, I'm going to be free, this is going to be happening. I'm going to be quitting my job. It's taken me 18 months to get to this point. It's been far from easy, okay? And it's true to the word, the last 18 months have been really, really hard, really difficult. A lot of money spent on just pure, utter rubbish. The shiny object syndrome, it's real, So this paragraph is just a little introduction to me. It's nothing major. What is it? 4, 5, 6 lines? Nothing major at all. But then what you'll notice is I go into a subheadline. Okay. Now, subheadlines are absolutely key. They really are. But you need to position them the right way. Now, usually, if you look at most sales letters or a lot of sales letters, the subheadlines are all about the person whose product it is, okay? It's not about the benefits. It's not about what you're going to get. So that's the wrong way of doing it, You need to point out that this is for your visitor. This is for your prospect, your potential customer, okay? So make it about them. This is all my story, okay? This is all about me. This is basically me, but I'm making it about them. okay? Because this is my target market. They're in the same boat as me. So it's about them. They read it and they think, yeah, that's true. That is what I'm feeling. This is what I'm going through. This is what I need to do, you know? Whereas if it was, I knew it was possible and I did this and this is my thing and me doing that and I did this, you know, it's all about me. What's that got to do with them? They're just going to think, well, this is all about you. It's got nothing to do with me. I'm not interested. See you later. Back button, you know? So make it about them. So I'm telling the story. I'm telling my story, but I'm including them, you know, it's about them. So the subheadline reads, you know that it's possible to break the internet marketing code, you keep telling yourself, as you watch your monthly wage drain away halfway through every month. And this happened for what, 12, 13, 14 months for me before I started making money online. It's a true story, you know. This is what happened to me. I can't emphasize enough, you've got to get them involved, you know. You've got to make it about them. So then the small text, and just as well on subheadlines, I don't know if I just mentioned this, but I'm going to re-emphasize it anyway, is you tell the story in the subheadlines. How many times have you landed on a sales page and you can't be bothered reading the small text, so you skim through it and you just hit the subheadlines, you know? A lot of people do it, and me included. In fact, what I usually do is I land on the headline. If it catches my attention, I'll scroll down and I'll keep on scrolling. If something catches my attention again, I'll have a read. But usually I make my way down to the buy button to see the price first. And then depending on the price, that's what I used to do, you know. So anyway, back to it. So now I've got the smaller text is just covering what I've just covered in the subheadline, okay, but in more detail. So you see the screenshots from the successful marketers of their bulging PayPal accounts, and you can't help but feel a serious pang of envy. You know the internet marketing lifestyle is the one for you the moment you tapped those beautiful words into Google, how to make money online. This is all my story, but it's about them, you know, it's about my potential customer, my target market. So let's go through some of the subheadlines. So eventually you end up losing complete interest in your job, just like I did, and maybe you even grow a very real hate for your boss. So this is the problem, right? The first P, the problem. You're sick and tired of working 50 hours a week for pittance of what you need to live comfortably. Having to roll out of bed at 6 a.m. every morning and stumble into the daily grind which sickens you to the back teeth. Having to brown nose up to your boss just to stand a better chance of being allowed to book your chosen vacation dates off work. What really tips you over the edge is arriving back from work every evening at 8 p.m. too tired to even spend time with your family and friends. Then you have to do the whole thing all over again the next day and the next and the next and so on. Something in your life needs to change and you're the only one capable of changing it. So this is the problem, you know, this is my problem. This is so many people out there. This is their problems. Working hours and hours for a job that pays them pittance, getting up every morning, the daily grind, the commute to work, not getting back till God knows what time after fighting the traffic, rush hour traffic, or fighting all the crowds on the tube or the train or whatever mode of transport people take, having to suck up to the boss and suck up to colleagues who you don't even like, having to work your vacation and holiday dates around what you can and can't have. You know, how familiar is this to you? Just have a think. I know probably not everyone is going to have a job. Some of you are going to be full-time, but if you've ever had a job, just cast your mind back. How annoying was it? You know, I hate it. I genuinely hate it. I detest the job emphasis. You know, I could go into it. I could have a rant. I could go right into it right now and have a massive rant, but I'm not going to. But if you want to get on the same rant with me, hit me up on Facebook and we're gonna have a good rant and put the world to rights for sure, man. So let's carry on. So then I end this paragraph with, you take to the internet but rapidly end up worse off. So that was the problem with the job, okay? This is the job problem. But I've covered two problems. One being the job, the other one being about the struggle to break through internet marketing. So how many people, how many of you guys have suffered this shiny object syndrome? Hands up, man. My hand is right up in the air as we speak. You know, my right hand is touching the ceiling. Oh man, $7,800 is what I've spent, okay, on shiny objects since I ever came online looking to break through. And I'm sure everyone's done the same, right? So you get gripped by a serious bout of shiny object syndrome. Now, people scrolling through the sales letter, skimming the sub headlines, if they've ever had the problem of shiny object syndrome, then this is gonna just capture their attention. You know that this could be a solution to this exact problem, shiny object syndrome. So then I go into a bit of a paragraph of what happens basically. So in your quest for freedom, and notice again how I'm still using you and your, it's not me and my. So in your quest for freedom, you're literally being sucked into all the hype that comes with internet marketing. You end up buying everything that gets thrown at you, making money with Facebook, blah, 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 blah. $7,800 later, and notice how I used my figure. Okay, this is still my story, guys, you know, but I could have put something, I don't know, 5 grand, 10 grand, but I decided to use my figure. And in fairness, this isn't a lot of money. Well, it is, obviously, it is a lot of money. And man, it's a lot of money for me as well. $7,800 is a lot of money to be spending over the, I think, 12, 13, 14 months. Okay. That's a lot of money. But some people have spent way more than this, man. You could be one of those people. I know a guy who spent up to $60,000 trying to break through into internet marketing. 60 grand in debt. Wow. So people, it should be a diagnosed syndrome, man. Shiny object syndrome is a serious thing. It's so easy to get sucked into the hype. You know, so easy, and it's no one's fault. You know, it's I still get sucked into the hype now. I have emails land in my inbox, and I obviously click through to one that catches my eye, and then boom, I'm on a sales letter, and I'm reading, and it catches my eye. And some products are really good. And definitely worth the investment, you know, but some are just utter garbage. You know, there's so many garbage products out there. So back to the sales letter, because I'm diversing again and going off on a tangent, which I do apologise for. So it was the exact same for me. What I did though was this. So now I'm turning it about to more towards me, okay, and the solution that I found. I took a giant step back and had a good look at what the successful marketers out there were doing differently. What you're about to discover next will blow your socks clean off. True secret, what the gurus definitely don't want you to know. I locked myself away for the next few days, staying out of my email inbox, and got busy. So this is just basically leading into what I discovered. You know, we're going into the product. So now we're going to be going into the promise. First off, though, you can see more proof. You can never have enough proof. So these are some of the screenshots of some of the days earnings that I've had, just random days. You can see we've got $200 days, $100 days, $289, $210, $75, $99, $548, $391, $284. You know, it's great when you get these results. You know, it really is. It gives you that sense of achievement. We've got some PayPal screenshots, more screenshots with my email list here. These were actually the freebie seekers that built the list from the Exit Pop, which we'll be having a look at shortly. Built a list of over 1,000 people from the free giveaway, from the Exit Pop-up, from the sales page people who hit the back button or the close button, get brought up an Exit Pop-up, giving them a free gift in exchange for their email address. So this was from that, and we'll be having a look at that in a second. And then also I just wanted to include this proof shot here. The product that I launched, which was a 5-figure product, actually top seller on JVZoo. This was top seller, which was pretty impressive and really exciting for me. It was awesome. It really was. So another subheadline: you can now finally crack the internet marketing code. So now what we're going into is the promise. So my first ever money made online after 12 months of trying, spending and failing. Thing is, this exact method is easy as pie when you have the right guidance, and that's exactly what I've provided you with here. The exact steps I took to propel me from spending $7,800 on bright shiny objects to making $11,638 in 7 days. How can you do it? By using the exact method step by step, which is inside this $7 blueprint. So now we're going into the product as well as the promise. And something else I just want to point out on the promise is, although I haven't got it up on this section of the sales page, is a money back guarantee. Okay, it's actually down below by the buy button, and we'll go into that in a second. But going back to, you don't have to have everything in that exact order of the 6 P's, the problem, promise, proof, product, price, PS. It doesn't have to be in that exact order. You can muddle it up and jumble it up, or put a bit of the promise up here, then a bit of the promise down there, proof all over the page. You know, it doesn't have to be in exact order, step by step, all regimented. So here we go again. This is promise and product. You're getting access to the formula I use to create and launch 5-figure sales funnels in quick succession. Can you imagine bringing in 11,638 in just 7 days? But that's not even the best part. You're going to discover the exact steps to build a booming buyer's email list which you can profit from again and again. Now this really is push button. The crazy thing is, anyone can do this. Here's what you don't need. You don't need any amount of technical knowledge. You don't need a pocket full of cash. You don't need any experience. So again, this is still in the promise mode. I'm basically showing them what's in it, you know, what they're going to get out of it, how they're going to make money with it. So we're looking at the products here, what's actually going to be inside, what they're going to be able to do, what they don't need to use, or what they don't need to have for buying this product, and using the methods inside. And then another subheadline, and this again is still on the product. Yes, you're finally going to break the mold and cash in big online, because inside this breakthrough blueprint you'll discover, and then I've got 5 bullet points of just a few of the things which are inside the ebook: the profit marksman, laser targeting perfect buyers, the underused free tool, how to make sales copy irresistible, the only push button way. You know, we get so many, just to go off track again, but so many emails and hypey products that claim to be push button software and push button this and that all you have to do is just push a button, sit back and watch the money roll in. How many times have you seen that on a sales letter? And they don't exist, right? The closest thing you can get to a push button method of making money is writing an email and hitting the send button. Okay, but it still takes time, you know. You've still got to write that email. You've still got to get your link, your affiliate link. You've got to write the email. You've got to put it into your autoresponder, choose which lists. Although it's not taking a lot of time, you can literally do this in minutes. It still takes time. It's not just a simple, just whack that button there and that's it. Watch all the money roll in. So, but this, in my opinion, your email list is the closest thing you will ever get to push button. After the bullet points, we're introducing the product. So now we've given the name, the actual image of the ebook. This is what they're going to get. And then what I've got into is more proof. Okay, so we've got testimonials here. Got a number of testimonials. I've actually got more to add as we're still a few weeks away from launching. The sales page just needs a few more testimonials, a couple more shots of proof, and then it's ready to go. So it is pretty much done, just a few more things to add. So that was more proof. Then what I've done next, and what I really recommend you do, although this isn't really included in the 6 P's, is include some bonuses. Okay, now the bonuses need to be related to your product. You know, there's no point in having a product about making money and then as a bonus how to lose weight. You know, it's got to be related. So if you have a look at my bonuses, I've got a cheat sheet, I've got a mind map, and I've got a graphic pack. So the cheat sheet is actually a sheet where it's basically a tick list to launching your product, getting your product out there, the things that you need to do and make sure are complete before launch and after launch. Then I've got the mind map, and it's actually the mind map that I've used for this exact sales funnel, the 5-figure funnel profits. And then a graphics pack, because we're going to be using and building funnel pages you're going to need a graphics pack, okay? And this is just included inside it. And, you know, if you already had a look in it, you'll see that it's packed full of wicked graphics that you can use on your sales pages, squeeze pages, thank you pages, your blog, website, whatever you want. So they're just some of the bonuses. It's just a bit more added value to the product and what the customer is going to get. So now we're here, we're at this section, 5 telltale signs you need 5-figure funnel profits right now. Now this is going back to, this is a bit of problem and a bit of promise mixed in. Okay, so I've just listed 5 signs that you need this product. So you're sick to the back teeth of never making any money online, not even a penny. You don't want a slice of the money cake, you want the whole goddamn thing. You want to uncover the top secret method which all the gurus are hiding. You want to follow in the steps of an expert who's been there and done that, and you desperately want to drop kick your boss. I do anyway. I just had to get that one in there. I think it's just another push, you know, it's another persuasion, push, whatever you want to call it, shove in the back for the potential customer who's reading it and thinking, yes, I am sick to the back teeth, I do want to make some money. Yes, I don't just want to make a little bit, I want to make a load. Yes, I want to know the secrets which all the so-called gurus won't tell me. Yes, I want to follow the steps of someone who's been there and done that. And yes, I do want to drop kick my boss and quit my job. So then I've put a little bit of a sentence down below. At this point, you're chomping at the bit and just want the blueprint in your hand so you get to work and start earning. Wise move, and add to that, you're fully covered with. So remember before, under promise, I mentioned the money back guarantee, right? That's part of the promise. So you're fully covered with 30-day money back guarantee. This is absolutely essential. I mean, the amount of days is totally up to you. I see most commonly used are 30-day, 60-day and 90-day. Now remember in JVZoo, when setting up your product, you have a box there when you're adding your product to put the days what your guarantee covers, okay? So make sure it coincides and tallies with what you're putting on your sales page. So this is just for that extra bit of reassurance. The potential customer is going to see it, and notice how if I just scroll down a little bit further, I have another money back guarantee here just to really emphasize it, and notice how it's directly above the buy now button. Now, coincidence? No. When someone sees the buy now button, they're maybe not too sure, they're still in two minds whether they should, whether they shouldn't. So what's going to happen is they're going to see the 100% money back guarantee. It's a bit of a relief, you know, it's a extra reassurance that, as I've said before, that extra shove, you know, that gentle shove that don't worry about it, guys. If you don't like it, you're getting your money back, no questions asked. So there's no risk, you know. So it's not a coincidence how I've put that guarantee directly above the buy button. So as we're at the buy button, this is now price, the P that covers price. I'm just going to go back up to the little box that I've made. You can see I've got this box here in the dashed lines. Yes, I want to finally crack the internet marketing code. So now I've got another 5 bullet points, basically telling them why they want it, okay? Yes, I want immediate access to 5-figure funnel profits for the insanely low investment of just $7. Yes, I realize that I will be saving huge amounts of my hard-earned cash by getting my hands on this proven method of making money. Yes, I understand that you're giving me the exact step-by-step system, right teeth in, the exact step-by-step system, that's a bit of a tongue twister, written in an easy-to-follow way. Yes, I want access right now so I can put this baby into action today. And yes, I understand that with this exact blueprint, I am unstoppable. And then the buy now button. So buy now, buy now, buy now, you know? So then we'll just have a scroll down, and our last P is PS. So now with this PS, what I like to do is I like to chuck in an extra benefit, one last benefit, one last call to action, maybe a reason why they definitely need to get this. So let's have a read and see what I've put. So PS, you are literally one click away from uncovering the exact formula you need to finally make it online. Then again, I'm pointing out the problem, my problem. I struggled for months when I first started out online. There's never been any training like this for the insanely low price you can get it for today. Sure, there's information out there, but you'll be paying $2,000 upwards for it. Now I'm handing you the exact step-by-step blueprint you need to achieve all your dreams and goals. So you have a choice, and I really like this bit that I've added here is giving them a choice. You can carry on struggling, spending all your wages, maxing out your credit cards, and continue to slave away at your day job, or you can grab this seriously simple step-by-step blueprint right this second and finally free yourself and your family. Okay, so just that last few sentences, those last few lines, that's powerful enough to make someone buy it, you know, especially if it relates to them, especially if they are struggling, especially if they are maxing out the credit cards and they are slaving away at the day job. Who doesn't want to grab a seriously simple step-by-step blueprint for $7 and finally free yourself and your family, you know? And then below, another buy button. Okay, so we've got the price and a buy button again. I like to have two, but again, totally up to you. So that's the sales page. That is my sales page covered. I know it's been a bit of a quick diagnosis, but that should give you an overview of how it's written. And I mean, you've got the link. I'm not sure whether I'm going to keep this sales page live on this URL. I probably won't. You know, it's going to be taken down off the shelf. However, if you drop me an email, or in fact, I tell you what I'll do. I will have this on another URL, and I'll drop it in below the video, on the link for it, so you can have a look yourself and go through the copy and maybe get some ideas for yourself. Okay. Although there won't be any buy buttons on it, or the buy buttons won't be live, because I am taking this off the shelf after launch week. So let's skip on back to the PowerPoint. Okay, so we just looked through my sales copy and sales page for 5-figure funnel profits. I just want to run through a couple more bullet points. So simple and plain is what I find works better for me. Now I'm going to show you how to build a sales page within OptimizePress. Now, really important, I just point out that the sales page we just went through, that is mine for 5-figure funnel profits, wasn't built with OptimizePress. Okay, I actually had a graphic designer build that sales page for me. Although I wrote the sales copy, I had someone do the work, as in putting the sales page together, the graphics, the colors, the font, the format, everything like that done for me. Okay, so sort of what we've got in the OTO in the done for you section, which is a HTML template, or I think there's 5 templates, HTML templates for sales letters, squeeze pages, product access pages, JV pages. Those are all HTML, so the design is already there. All you need to do is add your sales copy and then any images that you want to add. Okay, so the design, the colors, the format, the header, that sort of thing, that's all already included. So that could be another option. If you don't want to maybe create your own in OptimizePress, you could use the templates and use a free HTML editor such as Composer, and you can go through it that way. Totally up to you. So simple and plain, I find works better for me. It's just something, a personal preference, to be fair. You see a lot of people doing the big jazzy sales pages, lots of bright colors, lots of great formatting, lots of images and stuff like that, which is great, and that works for them, but it's quite a lot of work. And, you know, I'm quite happy with a simple and plain sales letter if I was building it myself. And often you can find that they work really well. There's a lot of marketers, successful marketers out there, that use just simple and plain white background sales letter, black text, and that's it, pretty much it. And it works really well, converts really well. So again, it also depends on what niche you're in. The make money online niche seems to be all hypey and jazzy, and that's what works. Whereas the fitness niche or other real estate niche or something else maybe isn't, that's not what works. So what my advice would be is, depending what niche you're in, go back to the research module, go and have a look at how we research things, Go and find the sales letters within that niche. Go and see what they've done, see if they're converting. Maybe even go and buy them, go through the funnel and have a look at the upsell sales pages. All really good research, okay? So let's move on to the next bullet. So page packed full of proof shots and testimonials. Can't emphasize this enough. This is one of the most important aspects, social proof, showing that this method works, that it is doing what it claims or what you claim it to do. So if your product claims that you can lose 14 pounds in 2 weeks, show proof shots, show before and after pictures, show, I don't know, the diet, show, you've just got to get proof there, show people that it works, and the conversions will be massive. They really will, compared to if you didn't have any proof, the conversions will suck. So definitely very important. And the testimonials are there for the case studies, testimonials for actual social proof. People have been through the product, it works, they really like it, it's well put together, that sort of. So as we've already said, you must have a guarantee in place. Most common, 30, 60 or 90 days, totally up to you. Really is totally up to you how many days you give the guarantee, but it needs to be there. It really does, guys. I can't emphasize that enough. Without a guarantee in place, there's just literally no point. Your sales are going to really hurt from it. You need to have a guarantee to give people that comfort of mind, that reassurance. Add bonuses to increase the value of the product. Make sure, like I mentioned just before, make sure that they're related to your product, that they're going to go hand in hand. Emphasize it or enhance it, enhance your product. Buy now buttons. Usually after the guarantee, you remember on my sales page that it's directly below the guarantee, the money back refund. But you can change it up, you maybe put it below, put it a little bit further up. I don't know, it's totally up to you. Now I've put an option about how about trying the buy button nearer the top. Remember, I've got 2 buy buttons, quite close to each other. So maybe I'll split test and I might take one of those buy buttons, the very bottom one, and put it further at the top when I first introduced the product. I don't know yet, but it's all about testing. Okay, all about testing and seeing what works. And finally, the exit pop-up. I'm going to show you this quickly right now. So those who land on your sales page and who don't buy, when they hit the back button, an exit pop-up's going to appear and it's going to take them to an opt-in page. So I'm just going to fly over to the sales page here. Now remember, I'm still a couple of weeks from launching. So I do have an exit pop, but instead of it being an exit pop to my squeeze page, is actually an exit pop for JV and affiliate partners and takes them to get their affiliate link. Now the reason why I'm doing this is because as I'm recruiting affiliates, I'm showing them the sales letter. Okay, a lot of affiliates like to see the sales letter, the sales copy, to make sure that it's written well and it's going to convert. Okay, it gives them peace of mind. So the exit pop-up, which I'm going to show you now, is for JV and affiliate partners, but it works the exact same way as if it was live and I launch and it takes you to the squeeze page. So I'll walk you through it, and later when we build our sales page on Optimized Press, I'll show you how to set an exit pop-up up. So I'm going to hit the X button, the close button, and here you see the exit pop-up. So grab your affiliate link by clicking stay on this page. Strap in for 100% commissions and up to $102 every customer. So now they're getting a bit of an option. Do they leave the page or do they stay on this page? So if they click stay on this page, it takes them to JV Zoo, where they can request their affiliate link. So now when I launch and when I go live and the sales page is live and traffic's hitting the sales page, I'll change the exit pop-up and it'll be an exit pop-up that'll read something like, wait, before you go, make sure you check out my free gift, my free giveaway. And this giveaway is actually going to be related to this. I might give away the cheat sheet. I might give away a case study. I'm not too sure yet. I haven't yet decided. But whatever it is, it'll be through a squeeze page. So when they land and the exit pop-up pops up when they're trying to close the sales page, it'll read something like I just said, and then they'll click stay on this page, And then by doing so, instead of being sent to JVZoo, they're going to be sent to the Squeeze page where I'm offering the free giveaway in exchange for their email address. So when they enter their email address, they receive the free giveaway, and I've obviously got their email address. I can then push the front end product and try and get them through my funnel. Okay. So remember on my sales page, I showed you a proof shot of the subscribers in Aweber. These were from the free giveaway of one of my launches, and over 1,000 subscribers just from the free giveaway from the Squeeze page. So it works, guys, and probably from those 1,000 subscribers, I don't know to be sure, but I would hazard a guess that maybe 5% or even 10% have gone on to buy the product that I was first selling, because I've been selling it to them in the follow-up sequence. So that's 50 or 100 people. Okay, that's another, I don't know, depending on the price of your product, $700, $1,000, whatever. Okay, so really important to have this exit pop-up on your sales page, and to collect those people's email addresses who are leaving the sales page. Okay, so that is the sales page bullet points covered. I'm just going to flick across back to the PowerPoint. So now what we're going to look at is how to build your sales page with Optimize Press 2.